mo, 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 mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo. Do the crypto mo, 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 mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo. Do the crypto mo, 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 mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo. Do the crypto mo, 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 mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo, mo. Do the mo, mo. Do the crypto mo, 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 mo.
Hey, Dragon Fart Dust. How are you guys doing? I had to change up my normal intro there. How's everyone at Dragon Fart Dust? How's everyone in the crypto world? I hope you're all doing all right. I got an exciting stream for you. We're going to do Fart Stream number 6. It turns out Dragon Fart Dust is not dead. I don't know. Did you think it was dead? Not dead. The dev team is not done yet. And we're going to have another awesome stream for you. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of celebrating because, this is fun. And I like the new me and where I'm going. So I'm going to go get some cookies. And while I go get the cookies, let's do the Dragon Fart Dust intro.
He's gassing up the rocket. The profits in our pocket. The dragon's never stopping. To the top, man.
Like that intro. All right, let's bring him up. And I wasn't lying. I really did get a cookie. All right, let's go.
What kind of cookie?
What's up? It's a chocolate chip cookie, man. Come on.
Oh,
tradition.
yeah.
Let's go. Want some good shit. I'm not going for some weird shit. All right.
I was
Come on.
I was housing Girl Scout cookies right before this, and it was glorious. Leftover coffee.
You have not
better
seen the
tag
Joe
along.
Rogan spot on the Girl Scout cookies, or you will never eat those again.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, well, then I won't watch it. That's all there is to it. How you doing, guys?
Woo! Yo, I got so freaking fired up listening to the song. I hadn't listened to it in a couple days, and farted to the fucking moon. Are we allowed
Farted to the moon. That's all I got for you.
That's good. That was good. You got it.
All right, appreciate it.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you. So it's been an interesting week. Turns out Dragon Fart Dust is not dead, despite the multiple attempts to drag it out in front of the street and shoot it.
It's like a shit that won't flush.
just farting.
I tell you what,
farting.
you got a hell of a community here. They don't want to let it die. They're all about it. We're having fun. It's a fun Telegram. Lows in crypto, and we're just having a blast farting in this Telegram.
Yeah, the people that we're meeting and getting to know, and that have stuck around with us and just working with us along the way here, it's
Fucking
it is
chads.
Daily inspiration. I mean, it's like constantly wanting, despite adversity, constantly wanting to just keep moving forward. I mean, that's been the story of my entire crypto journey, but it's like amplified to the max with Dragon Fart Dust. And the thing that I keep remembering behind it all is it's a farting dragon, and it's hilarious, and I love it, and other people love it too, and I'm happy to get to know those people along the way here.
Awesome. Johnny, how you doing, man?
For the moon!
There it is. There he is. There's our guy.
We're going to need
a regular voice like
compilation.
you're talking to somebody. You're like, hey, yeah, the other day I just felt like I was going to fly to the moon. Like,
I
what?
need a compilation of clips. So, like, 40 fart streams later, I want 40 clips of you doing that every stream.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that's mandated. That is your payment for every stream.
Just
If you
do
wanna
like
get on my stream, you have to sing
a
that.
market cap going up million by million, and it's like fart it, fart it, fart it.
You keep changing the pitch as it goes higher.
How many pitches can you do, bro? I mean, that's a high register you got there.
Whew. Always
All right.
always have been.
Well, you guys aren't fucking done yet, and
I'm
that's
not
pretty
fucking
fucking
selling.
awesome.
No, we're not fucking.
I'm not fucking leaving. Literally, not fucking leaving. You got your own community. You got your own little island. You're gonna build it out. Johnny, how's your week been? I know you got in real life stuff, which is just lamer than hell.
Lame. So
yeah.
lame, dude.
Most people don't realize it, but you work nonstop. Well, between you and Nathan, you guys both don't actually have any physical free time, and yet
No.
somehow you guys devote hours and hours every day to the community. So I was gonna say,
that's-
how's your week been? Because I know you're working.
Well, the thing about our community and the thing about at least having like a fellow partner like with Nathan is that I don't have to be at my computer 24 hours because I know the community's got this. I don't think Shrey ever fucking sleeps. This man is in like 37 fucking telegrams at all times. And if you need to get his attention, you can get it like very fast.
I've done more.
So we got people like Shrey. We got people like Trust Titan X Plan. I see you, brother. All these guys. Everyone in the chat right now. Like, these are some of our biggest voices. And what they've been doing is taking our community and bringing it to, like, their community and being like, hey, check out what these guys are doing. And it's just spreading. So I can't thank these guys enough for what they've done and like the trust that they put in us. And this is kind of one of the reasons why, you know, myself and Nathan, we're not fucking slowing down just because of people like this, right? Because we have people in our community.
Hey,
You
your
sound
audio
like-
just
your
kind
sound
of cut
just
out.
went real- you like
Can
went
you
underwater.
unplug your mic,
Test.
plug it back in?
Unplug my mic and plug
Oh,
it
that
back
sounds
in.
fantastic.
Well,
That
you
sounds
sound fine
fantastic.
right now. But yeah,
Oh,
you went like
'cause I went like
crazy
this?
underwater there. No, it was like all of a sudden you were getting smothered
Probably
by a
because I was
pillow. Like your
probably
wife
because I
would
was
just want
talking
you to
too much
live on.
good shit about Shrey.
No.
I got
I was
rugged.
like, someone's trying to smother you. They don't want you to say anymore.
Right. Stop talking. No, but it's good. It's been a good week. In real life shit has kept me away during the day, but you know, as we know as degens, nighttime is the right time. Not gonna lie, it's been kind of quiet for Dragon Fart Dust, our little community. But I saw some people mentioning P-Dye. There's some crazy shit going on over there. I saw someone said that they bought P-Dye today. Chat, I will let you know that you're talking to a couple of P-Dye homers. So we are with you there. We're big fans of P-Dye. So
Great.
absolutely go ahead and chat it up about that because I fucking love it. I'm in hard. Nathan's got bags of P-Dye. We're that's a whole nother fucking thing. But that was actually
Craziness.
that was been taking up a lot of my mind share this past couple days, honestly. All the crazy shit that's going on over there. So, you know,
Well, fuck it. I'll tell you what. I had that as one of my little topics. I was like, "What's more entertaining right now? Fucking Pulse Chain or
Jesus
Titan
Christ.
X?" So let's talk about Pulse Chain for a hot minute.
well, Pulse Chain is kind of like when Titan X first launched, they were trying to do the exact opposite of Pulse Chain, which was create factions. Everyone hates everybody, right? So in Pulse Chain, you have your core maxis, right? Hex, Pulse, PulseX, Inc. They only like those. They only shill those, and they fucking hate you if you shill anything else. Then the other two big, there's a couple of other factions, but then you have the P-Dye Atropa faction, right? And for the most part, we kind of love. I feel like we kind of like most people, right? We don't really care. We just like our shit, but we don't really talk shit about a lot of other things. And then you have like the Tang Gang. You got that group. They fucking hate the PDI group. You know what I mean? And so there's that fighting, and then everyone fights against the core maxis. The core maxis fights against everyone. So you have these factions that are coming out, right? And I remember that was what Titan X was trying to get rid of. Like they were trying not to do that, and for a long time, at least for the first like year or so, they were pretty successful at doing that. Well, now you're starting to see that exact same thing happen. So now you're starting to get factions like forming, right? Because there's a new thing called the gray area, right? Graphics and the dude, they did a stream and they brought to light, well, not brought to light, but they started talking about this gray area, right? And all throughout all the telegrams now, all through the telegrams, you are now seeing more and more people kind of, I don't want to say pick sides, but you'll see the homers against the gray area guys, and you'll see that going on, and you know it's kind of sad to see it, but at the same time, there's a reason why these factions kind of form, right? So. Yeah, it's very interesting. So that was the Titan X. That was what was interesting in Titan X. That was the past like week, right? And then you have this PDI thing come out where the Atropa dev basically starts telling everyone, "I'm selling all my shit," blah blah, nukes the chart down. Then someone bridges all that back in, and the chart retraces 300% in a couple hours. Like, goddamn, like, what the fuck? Like, people got fudded out hard, right? And so now you know it goes down, retrace 300%, and now it's back down, and it's kind of like everyone's waiting for some new shit, right? Some new shit to come out. So for right now, the pulse chain stuff is more interesting. It's got a lot more mind share right now, just because, you know, the whole PDI. If you're in the PDI group, if you understand what that's all about, and you're in, it's like you either believe it or you don't, right? That's what you got. You got the believers and the non-believers. And if you're a believer, you're not fucking selling, because if it does peg to $1, that is going to be probably the most interesting story in all of crypto.
So when peg?
Bro,
oh my God.
Listen,
get to it.
You
when?
fucking tell me. You tell me. I have no clue. Because every time I think I have an idea, the chart nukes, goes up, it does some of this shit. I don't know. All I know is I'm holding. It's like $1 or dust, right? That's it. $1 or dust. So you either believe or you don't. You know, and that's kind of like how we're doing our thing with Dragon Fart Dust. You got to see us go through 7 different FUD events in a week, and we're not at 0, right? We're not at 0.
Yeah.
So,
Dragon Farts. You like Dragon Farts. Yes, you do.
yeah.
Turns out her name's Dragon Fart. I didn't tell you guys.
DF.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to turn this into a PDI talk, but
No. We're gonna talk about anything and everything. We're not maxis.
But yeah, like Shrey just said, this whole cycle is a believer cycle. You got to believe in something, right? And now you're starting to see people kind of split off and break off and go into what they believe in. Do you believe in DeFi? Do you believe in like DeFi at its core? Yeah. Or do you believe in this over here? Do you believe in that over there? And then, you know, the loudest voices are going to be the ones that win.
Right.
Bar none, 100%. The loudest voices are going to get the mind share. The loudest voices are where that's how you draw people in.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, we believe in this. Come check us out. You should come check us out. And I think like a lot of it, for sure, is a lot of people's eyes got open once Shrey opened his House of Warlords. So if anyone's not familiar, Shrey0x here has his own Telegram channel, House of Warlords, where you can talk about literally anything. You could talk about anything you want. Okay, just don't be an asshole. That's really the only rule. Like, don't be a douche. You can chill. You can say whatever you want. And a lot of people are starting to find, oh, look, this one thing that I was super into isn't the only thing out there. Holy shit, there's other things out there. Cool, let's go check it out, you know? And they form their own communities, right? They bring that House of Warlords is already a community, and they bring that to whatever else everyone's looking at. They're like, hey, we're looking at this over here. Cool. That community then jumps over here. And then that community gets bigger, right? De facto. That community is getting bigger. So what they're doing is like absolutely amazing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing like how that group like develops over time. For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scoot.
Mo, you got $5, buddy. Let's go.
I got $5, man. And he wants to know what price I'm selling Titan X at.
A 2X. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, at least 100X from here. At least. I don't know, 1 penny, maybe 3 zeros and a 1, something like that. We'll see.
That'd be crazy.
Let me swing it back to Dragon Fart Dust.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a couple things you guys wanted to talk about. There was one piece of, and I'm.
Hey Mo, real quick. We were talking about the community before. I just wanted to say an additional to all the people that are just in the trenches with us every day and have been through everything, through the FUD events and everything. But I was just going through Rich Van Zyl. We got BTC Aaron Ball, just a big participant in LP discussions. Thank you so much. And that's just been such a great aspect in education. C Chef X, Mello, Mello, Pablo, Ninja Magoo, and Gugan. We got some really cool, and Axiom, man, the support that the people there, the Wolf, always just every day bullish energy, and it's just so great. Yeah, and people have no idea the roller coaster of the emotional roller coaster that I personally and us have been on in various stages over the past like week or so, week and a half. It's been really great to be able to dive into a community that is nonstop, bringing the energy every day, even in times like we went through. So, thank you guys, and we're excited to see where this goes from here.
Yeah, 100%.
That is all.
Your community is. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've talked to you guys, throughout the week, and I kind of expect you guys to be, fucking despondent and just. Or just, ready to nuke the fucking world. And most of the time I talk to you guys are just fucking laughing your asses off, unless you're, balls deep in work. But, you got an awesome community that's kept you going. The community hasn't bought into any of the FUD. And just to kind of circle back, I did want to address maybe 2 generalized ideas. FUD ideas that were thrown around out there. I saw it was called a honeypot, and I don't know if people understand what a honeypot is, but this in no way was a honeypot. I heard it described that you guys were pulling LPs so that people couldn't sell. Is that accurate? What actually was happening?
People couldn't sell.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, listen, clearly they didn't watch the first 5 videos that we did where we explained in comprehensive detail what we were doing. The whole time. We've been transparent this whole time what we were doing. Single siding above the price. When it goes through our range, we remove the liquidity, use that ETH, buy up the chart. Single side above the price with a new range. Goes through our liquidity, remove the ETH, buy up the chart. So yeah, we remove the ETH for like, I don't know, a couple hours, couple minutes, and then we use that to buy up the chart. Now, going along with that, a honeypot is something where you go in and you just can't sell. There is no sell side liquidity. You're trapped in there. That's why it's called a honeypot. It looks like there's some fake sells that are going on, but I mean, there's a couple people in this chat that have been able to single side out I think Shrey made mention that he was able to single side out like an 8x. So
Nice.
would Shrey be able to like single side out an 8x on a honeypot? Absolutely the fuck not.
No.
And we would be dead in the water if we were. Now, I get why some people might say it's a honeypot because our chart looked like, but you know, not everyone's chart can look like that. I get it. You got to get poopy. You got to throw stones. So what ended up happening was there were a couple of people, I'm not going to mention any names, but a couple of people decided to put a lot of energy into trying to do chain analysis and dox all the wallets. Cool. That told 50% of the story. It didn't even tell the other 50% of the story. Maybe when I feel happy and jolly, I'll go ahead and explain the full story. But that wasn't it. Not even fucking close. But the other cool thing that they didn't do that I thought was interesting was they never doxed. They doxed our wallet, but they never showed what our wallets were doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's a cool story.
I would like to do a small presentation for the chat because you guys deserve this. And for anyone that's watching this, I really want to let you guys know that obviously this isn't a scam because it's not zero. We're still here. We wouldn't be doing streams live talking to you in your face if this was a scam. Everyone knows that we're not a scam that's in our community, right? There's some people that are like, oh, you guys are scammers. No, the fuck we're not. However, and I'm going to prove that. So, Mo, if you can pull up the first picture.
Okay, so just to preface again what you're saying, you're going.
Our commitment is to never sell one.
Never sell
token.
And we've been saying that since day one. You will never see a sell coming from our wallets. Okay.
Okay.
And
so no market sells.
This isn't some crossy fingers shit where I take some, move it to another wallet, and sell on that wallet. All of this shit you can do by chain analysis. Just ask the other two guys if you don't know how to do it because they did a fantastic job of putting a lot of energy into tracking our shit. Not sure why. But yeah, Mo, if you want to go ahead and click the first picture.
Ted, you should have a link. Did you send the link to
hop in whenever, Ted. And
all right, so here are the dev wallets one by one.
So go ahead and pull up one. So we have 3 active wallets that we use. Now, as you can see, this is $28.5 thousand bought, 0 sold. Okay.
Hey, and also, I just thought of what won't show on here is the $20,000 you guys spent on Dex.
I was going to say that afterwards. You went ahead and said it for me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Right. So 20K plus now we're at 28K. So we're at 48K as far as I'm concerned.
Now click the next wallet.
God damn.
That's another wallet. 56.8K of buys only, no sells. Okay, guys? Like I said, our liquidity thing that we're doing, it works. It absolutely works. All right. And go ahead, drum roll, please. Go ahead and click the last one.
Oh!
I was shocked when I looked at that wall. When that wall popped up, I'm like, there's no way.
I want to go ahead and pause for dramatic effect here. That one wallet bought 193.5K. That's the craziest fucking scam I've ever seen where the dev buys his own shit. That's not a buy and burn, gentlemen. That's not a buy and burn. That is the devs buying their own shit. Why? Because we're not greedy. If me and Nathan wanted to, right, we could have gone ahead and taken all $300,000. It adds up to 278 if you're trying to do math. But if you add in the 20,000 for the deck screener boost, that's 298. So let's go ahead and round it to 300K because we've been doing it still. These are old pictures.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to be a scam, we would have just taken that 300K and, that's it. 300K. We didn't take $1. We haven't taken $1. So if anyone's down right now, like, we're down with you. Buy a lot. Okay? So we have a lot of incentive to get this thing fucking cooking. And we will. We're going to get it cooking. Don't worry. We're going to get cooking. We got some ideas. And we're going to keep doing what we're doing, right? What works.
Yeah.
Be loud.
The basic formula.
Be loud. shill the piss out of it, tell everyone. I told my neighbors. They think I'm ridiculous. Hit raids, right? We raid all day, every day, right? And then buy your own shit. That's what we're doing. We're buying our own shit. Why? Because our community trusts in us, and I gave my word that I'm not going to sell.
Mello says,
Right?
fun fact,
Yep.
there's actually a picture behind you.
Mellow fucks.
In your
dude.
younger
I love that
days,
guy.
right?
Yeah.
That was when you were in college and 10 pounds lighter.
That's okay, man.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yo te cuadros de la mano, amor.
Right. Yeah, so I wanted to show, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do this stream, was just to let people know, at least put your mind at ease, that it's not like me and Nathan just are doing this and just sitting back and being like, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We have 300 grand. That's enough to buy at least some kind of boat. You know what I mean? I feel like you could buy a boat with 300 grand, a decent one.
You could have bought a Lambo with 300 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right?
Dev
We
could have walked
taken it-
away with a Lambo, and it could have
That's it.
said farting on the license plate. And
That's
instead, you guys spent $278,000 in buy pressure by making single sides and
Yep.
never market selling a single dollar.
We
and
tried,
all that single siding.
bro, we try teaching everybody. We're trying to teach this now.
Plowed it back in.
I don't know if
Plus
everyone here is in the
Plus 20
Telegram.
grand.
I don't know if everyone here is in our Telegram, but in our Telegram, the Dragon Fartus Telegram, I made like a 20-minute video on exactly how to do what we're doing, how to single side, right? How to take profit by single siding. Okay. Very comprehensive, very, very simple. I go through all the clicks. That's all me and Nathan are doing. And you get to see, right? We're trying to lead by example. You get to see firsthand exactly the power of single siding. Now, could you imagine if we sold 278K, right? Could you imagine?
We wouldn't be.
We wouldn't be here. Exactly. It's downstairs. My wife is asking for my charger.
Oh.
I don't have it.
And then what was just going? It's like Johnny's in trouble.
No. She was just asking for. She was like, charger.
She's trying to be polite. Just go ahead and yell it. Hey, husband, charger!
The meatloaf.
She walks away. She's like, I don't even know what he does in there.
No, but that was like one of the main things we wanted just to bring to light, because that, unfortunately,
That's right.
when everyone was going through our wallets and doxing and doing all this shit, no one ever said anything about that. Right? So I wanted
This
to
is the
bring
most
that to
active
everyone's
chat
attention.
I've ever been in. I apologize.
Well, if Shrey's in the chat, if like all these guys, you guys are studs, man.
Yeah, Johnny, it's really interesting too, because I've been really happy to share a lot of the stuff in the main Dragon Fartus chat. As far as now, what people need to understand is the things that I'm talking about. There are prime opportunities for it, and you have to be able to watch a chart a lot. And all I do is watch the Dragon Fartus charts, and it's interesting to get to be so knowledgeable of how ranges are looking versus the price in ETH and everything. But you can you see these little points of where you can leapfrog up a chart, and that's what we're doing, but that's an investment, right, over time, and that's where a lot of that buy pressure comes from. But when you have people participating in that, and we're mixing in the secret sauce that we're talking about with being loud, shilling, bull posting, bringing the energy, rating in the Telegram, that all generates that external reach that we need to help people understand what we're doing, who we are, bring them in, see and feel the energy, right? That's when you start really being able to play the single side game, getting them filled. And it's like, I showed an example in the chat just yesterday of how you DCA while single siding out. It's the most interesting thing. I would have never known this existed unless we were so intimately involved with these charts. The fact that you can set a single side, you can buy into it and still come out with profit and more tokens than you started with, which is really, really interesting. You got to have tokens to be able to put in initially, right, in the single side. So that's where it's like, hey, come in if you want to play games, if you're interested in learning about LPing and how to single side out. We will go into extensive detail. We'll even help people on an individual level in DMs, but we're going to be continue to release content, continue to give examples. And when I see prime opportunity on the chart, like, so right now, single siding out right now, you have to look at everything that's going on a chart at any given time. And someone else is sitting on a couple LPs right now that are going a short range out, right? And there's a lot of liquidity concentrated in one area. So doing a little like leapfrog single side out is going to be a little bit harder at a time like this, but when you start really watching what's going on and beyond that, it's like, okay, game on. There's like these times when it's like these zones of opportunity. That's what I want to keep bringing to the community and help people understand when there's times like that. And that's where I was trying to organize like kind of like a tactical group of people, right, that are going to be there. Okay, hey guys, here's where I'm setting it. Everybody sets. It's small amounts, right? And we do buy-ins with each other and just really watch what happens. Like, I'm so interested in watching what happens to the chart and the potential of being able to have people single side out or partially single side out and still be near in profit or break even with what they were doing, and they're helping support moving a chart and they're not selling. That's a really powerful thing to teach. And as you're doing all the other, mixing in all the other things with getting the external reach you need, and helping people understand how powerful they really are as an individual contributor to a community, right? And the community as a whole when they're in that energy, right? And it doesn't take a lot. And we have that core group of people right now that are willing to fight this fight with us. And that's gonna speak volumes. I mean, it's just like chipping away over time. And as long as you have people managing this thing that are constantly bringing that energy in people's faces about it, it's going to continually have a snowball effect and be contagious, right? Excitement. Those like really high vibrational energies, when you have excitement and you have these really good, happy feelings going, bullish feelings in a chat, and mutual respect with each other and what we're doing, right? That's a really good thing to get contagious in a community, right? Not the FUD shit.
What other devs, what other founders are like, hey guys, do you want to make some profit right now? Let's go do it right now together. We'll go ahead and send this chart through your single side and go ahead and take that ETH. You know what I mean? Who else is doing that kind of shit? No one's doing that. Who else is buying their own chart up? No one. Who else is buying their own chart up with single siding and teaching everyone else how to do it so that you can make money in real time with us? That's what we're trying to do here. And I think that's something very unique. And that's like a proposition that we're giving to the community. Like, if that's something that you're interested in doing, let us know. We'll set up a day and a time where a group of us do it all together, and you can go ahead and see in real time and do the single side and remove your ETH, and you just made money, right? And that's all we're trying to do is like fun shit like this that kind of opens people's minds to, hey, there's more than one way to make money. You don't just have to hit sell. It requires a little bit more patience, not a whole lot, a little bit, especially if you have a chart that's moving like how we were when Dragon Fart Dust did its run to 3.6 million, okay, almost number 2 market cap in all of fucking Titan-X, by the way. But when it was doing its run in the couple weeks that it was, if you would have single-sided, bruh, you could have made so much money. So much money, and you would never have had to worry about if the chart nukes all of a sudden, because if you're single side, you just remove that liquidity. That's it. You remove the liquidity, you don't touch the chart, it can still climb, and you can keep doing it, you know. And that's all we were doing, and as you saw, we were able to do it to the tune of 300,000.
Not bad.
Is that straight?
Let me just show that one more time
right now about this.
Right. That's exactly right. It's like farming a meme to the upside. That's exactly right.
Look, hang on. Yeah, right. So besides the buy, all that buy pressure, not $1 sold, not $1 sold, not $1 sold on market.
I'm not selling, guys. I'm not selling. Nathan's not selling. We're not selling. All these wallets are doxed at this point. Okay. You can follow our wallets, but hell, you don't even need to do that. Just go in to Dex Screener and just look at the transactions and just filter to like adds and removes for liquidity, and you'll see when we're doing our moves. You'll see we're not trying to be sneaky. You know what I mean? We're not trying to be sneaky. Come play with us. It's a lot of fun, and you can make money if you want.
Mo, what a transition.
In the chat, they asked about Warp, and I had that in my.
Yeah, no
Ooh.
spoon. We
Talking
kind of talked about this earlier. Warp is going to be in. Warp is complete. So we were talking about that earlier. Warp is complete. We never launched it, obviously. I mean, people would. It's launched. Where were you, man? Everybody, we're all on our yachts right now. Yeah, we're gonna have to have. We'll have more discussions about the future of that. But there are some unique opportunities that potentially they had outside of the prior ecosystem we were connected to, and building out utility on the farts. So we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it because Nathan's not saying it. He's being
Don't say
he's
it.
being sly.
Don't do that.
Me
Come on,
and Nathan.
beat around the bush with me.
Give it to me.
I'm making up that song right now.
Shrey went ahead and said it. Shrey went ahead and said it. We are going to take Warp, which is already a built protocol. It's already built. The only thing it has to do is go through the 27 audits that fucking Titan X wants. But it doesn't matter now because we're not built on Titan X anymore. So what we're going to do is we are going to take an already built protocol. We're going to try to figure out which way we want to tweak it. And we are going to be adding utility now to Dragon Fart Dust. A zero fuck all utility meme coin is now going to have utility. Uh-oh. What is that?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Build on
Wow.
Dragon Fart Dust. It's happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
The
fucking
only
happening.
input is going to be Cardano. So just so you got to get ready. 'Cause- Let's fucking go.
Ted's
Oh, my
still looking
Lord.
for the link, Bo. Help him out.
Ted, come on.
Where am I sending it to him?
Ted is the fucking man. I love Ted.
Hang on.
But in the
the G.
meantime,
Ted,
I mean, this is
Ted,
some of the
where would you
most,
like me to send it to you?
this is some of the most fun I have ever had in my entire life, and educational experience of my entire life.
We learned a lot.
And deeply introspective as to who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish here, and who I'm trying to help along the way. But that recently, it just feels like totally honed in on a mission here, and it's benevolent, right? There's an educational aspect to it. There's really getting to hone some really, really cool skills with liquidity plays, and having a shit ton of fun along the way, because it's Dragon Fart. Yeah, I was saying we're gonna do a spaces for
Build
like
on
15
farts.
minutes, and it's just hey,
Build on farts.
build on farts. B-O-F.
Bob.
Bob.
Doesn't roll off the tongue, but I can take it.
That's
Sound
like,
it out.
that reminds me of that. That's this. Boff. Is this a Boff protocol? What are the?
It's a protocol.
Yeah. Every time a new utility comes out, it goes. Yeah, we'll do our spaces where it's just farts nonstop, and then us posting buys on the chart, pinning them in the spaces chat.
I think if you somehow someone needs to program it so that in your Telegram every time a buy happens you hear a fart.
Yeah,
I
or
definitely-
a dragon grunting and then farting. It's like,
Or maybe we could get like a stock ticker across on the website, but it's of the buys of farts.
yeah.
Someone bought $100 of Dragon Fart Dust.
Yeah.
Someone bought $1,000, and then it's like lengthened for the buy. Some whale comes in. It's like a 30-second fart, just never stops.
Oh, man.
We're gonna have fun with it, but the idea.
I
The
appreciate
idea
Smoothie
is-
Crypto coming in here, man. That's great.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. What's up, Smooth? Big fucking shout out.
Shout out to Smooth, and Flair is launching tomorrow. He said, hang on, I gotta scroll back up because I don't want to screw it up now.
Yeah.
2 p.m. UTC on the 21st.
Woo!
So, get you some Flair. I'm actually really excited about Flair. We're gonna. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see if he'll stream with me afterwards. I don't know. I may have excommunicated myself from my own ecosystem. But
did you say Flair?
Flair. Flair.
Is that how you say Flair?
Flair.
So I'm from Pittsburgh, and is that me with my accent saying Flair? Then those guys firing off flares off that boat and on the. I see these 3 guys on a boat on the Monongahela River. They were shooting flares at Three River Stadium. Bobby Bonilla got hit with a flare from a guy on a boat, and he went over to Mon Wharf. Okay.
Hey, I saw Bobby Bonilla play when he was on the Steelers.
We had Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonilla.
Saw him all.
Bobby Bonilla. I remember Bobby Bonilla when he hit more home runs than Barry Bonds. I remember having Bobby Bonilla baseball cards and being like, this guy's the shit. Fuck Barry Bonds. And then I was like, well, I got that one wrong.
Barry Bonds started taking a little bit of this.
Shit, Ted's drinking. I put it up on the screen. We're getting kicked out of YouTube now. That's it.
What's up,
We're encouraging
fellas?
alcohol. How you doing, Ted?
Good, man. I'm so out of touch. I've been in Michigan for like the past almost 2 weeks.
Pure Michigan.
Pure Michigan, baby.
Yes.
Totally disconnected with everything that's going on. I was like, I got to get back in the game, figure out what the hell's happening here.
Uh-oh.
And no better than
he may have jumped on the wrong stream.
I don't know.
No, man. No. I'm farting rainbows, buddy. But no, it's great to see you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're getting back at it. Are you going to start the lounge up again soon?
I do want to.
Okay.
I did actually take a new job, so I got to figure that whole dynamic out. But
well, you know, in real life, time permitting. You know.
Yeah. Hey, man, I got a laptop. I can travel. Right?
Congratulations, though, on the new job.
Thank you. It'll be fun. But I'm honored to be with you guys again. I love it with you guys. It's always a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm loving it. So
well, we appreciate you being on, sir. I tell you what, let me. I have one little. I did something with cryptographics that I kind of want to start doing, and I want to just throw random curveballs in the middle of these streams. And this one's not going to be so random. It'll be at least crypto related. But let's get a little round the horn on your thoughts. And, you know, Ted, if you were gone and you totally missed this part of the news, by all means, let us know. But I'm curious. We'll start with you, Nathan.
Uh-oh.
What did you think about that the Bitcoin short whale guy that was leveraging ultra short? The whole market was just, oh god, where are we going?
Well, he changed it up, right? He went long, didn't he? Oh, you got to go 6, man.
I'm a 3 guy, man. I'm a 3 guy.
I got
believe
2
he ended
6s in right now.
2? I'm a skinny dude, man. I'd be like pinging.
I believe he closed it out after it went short at a 7 million profit, was what I read.
Well, good for him.
So it is now closed out, but what do you think
I'm
about that
such
massive
I'm such a fart dust head that I didn't dig too deeply into that, and I kind of watched what was going on. I think I told you at one point, I was like, I'm rooting for the guy.
Because everyone's piling in trying to fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
So bring me up to speed. What happened? I mean, Bitcoin, what?
Some
There
guy
was a guy
put a big short out. He put a big short out, and a couple
ultra
people
leveraged.
Yeah,
It
so
was
super leveraged. He put a big time
300
short
million he put up.
Yeah, and so what ended up happening was there were a bunch of people on X that kind of banded together to try to like buy up the price of Bitcoin to get him liquidated. And it was like a couple days long. But here's the thing you have to understand about Bitcoin. Like, to move the price like 2%, requires like $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it requires an ass ton of money. It's not like these, low market caps where you can go ahead and move the market. You can move a market cap with like $500 or $5,000. Like you need serious chunks of cash to move Bitcoin. So I thought it was kind of hilarious that they were like putting all this energy into that. I was like, you motherfuckers, if you would have put like $1,000 into Dragon Fart Dust, we would have fucking shot up. Like, y'all are trying to fight on that. But shorters are always interesting to me. People that short.
Yeah.
Because you have those guys at the casino. If anyone's into craps, you can bet two different ways in craps. You can bet with the player who's rolling, or you can bet with the house. And the guy that bets with the house, that's like your short seller. And that guy's usually a dick. And like no one likes that guy. You don't want to be that guy, right? Not when there's a table, there's 20 people around it, and everyone's cheering, and then you got fucking Shlomo over there fucking betting with the house, right? That's kind of like short. That's kind of like short sellers. But at the same time, if you want an efficient market, short sellers are necessary. In the stock market, if there was no such thing as short sellers, like shit would get really weird fast. But because there are short sellers, you can bring the price back to like equilibrium, right? To like manageable levels. But then some fun things can happen where you get like your short squeezes and then you just get your fucking wow, see you laters, right? You wouldn't have those if you didn't have people shorting the market. You wouldn't have all those liquidations piling up. Like what we saw with AMC and GameStop, right? A couple years ago. All like just whoever it was, fucking Sequoia Capital or whoever, the big time short on GameStop, and it just liquidation, and just
That was
just
somebody
ran.
Kitty. That was somebody Kitty, right?
No, Roaring Kitty was the guy who like came out with the info, and he was
That's
talking
right.
about this, and
Yeah.
he's kind of the one that kind of got everyone together and
The
was like,
FOMO
let's
and-
go do this. Yeah. But like Sequoia Capital or whoever were the ones that were putting on the short. If those guys weren't doing that, that chart would never have run like that. That's how you get a chart that runs up like that. How do you think Bitcoin just jumps up 5 or 7% in one day? Because people are buying it? No, fuck you. It's because there's liquidations, but it also goes to the downside. If there's longs that get liquidated, that's when you see it fall like 7, 8, 9%. Like if Bitcoin ever falls that much in one day, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what it is. So for me, I think it was more of an attention thing other than there's nothing going on right now. So why not be the guy that's like, haha, I have a short out, and then everyone tries to go after him. Well, then what happens? Then he goes long. Then he switches it to long, and he rides the chart up. So what did you just do? Did you really get him out, or did you just play into what he wanted to do the whole time, which was because you make more money on the way up than you do on down. On the way down, there's a finite amount. It goes to zero, right? There's only so much you can make shorting. But going long, it's infinite, right? There's no maximum. So, yeah, so I thought it was pretty interesting. But I think, honestly, this guy was just like, you know what? I want to make some money. I can make it both ways. I'll make some money on the way down. Everyone's going to try to chase me, blah, blah, blah. Boom, switch it to long. Ride that up.
He probably got drunk one night and bet his friends. He's like, hey, how much you want to bet I can push BTC down to 83,000? And they're like, I bet you 10 million. He's like, watch this shit. Oh, shit, I need to top it off. Hang on. Because he kept having to top it off because people kept making runs at him.
That's what I'm
And so he had
saying.
to top it off to push it back down.
Crypto is extremely hard to TA because of things like that. It's very hard to TA. I commend all the people that, that do it. I know the Verse is a big TA guy. He's big into it. I know like people like B Roots, they're big into TA and stuff. And it's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard to TA shit like that because in crypto, all it takes is one whale to say, I don't like this coin anymore. I'm selling it. And then,
Yep.
Okay, you're just gonna hit on like my favorite thing ever to say about TA, and I love TA and I love guys who do TA, and it's fascinating and it has its place, but Here's my
that's
asterisk
awesome,
on
man.
TA. When it comes to TA in crypto, no Jeet has ever looked at the chart to see if it's a good time to Jeet.
Right, they just cheat.
Oh, let me see if this is within the Bollinger Band, if it's an appropriate time to bounce. The guy's cheating. He doesn't give a shit. He hit his 3x, he's out. It doesn't matter where it is on the fucking Bollinger Band, doesn't matter where it is on the chart.
Right.
I'm not totally talking shit on TA, but for
No,
me
I'm not
it's
talking
always
shit on it. It has its place for sure, and it's a lot easier to TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are a lot more stable as far as price action goes. But on these low market cap guys, where
Yeah,
where you could fall 20% or gain 20% in a day, it's hard. It's just hard to TA like accurately.
if you don't have
you-
enough people for a standard
Yeah.
deviation,
right?
you're trying to
Especially
do TA.
if you've only been out for a year, right? If your shit's only been out for a year, you don't even really have enough data to be like, okay, well, we've only been in a bear market for a year. We don't have any bull market stuff to correlate that to, right? So that's why I've always been a big guy on. Look, you can use TA if you want, but I wouldn't. If you're a trader, you live on TA because that's how traders make their living is by trading the charts, right? But I'm more of a fundamental analysis guy. Okay, what's the community? Is the community loud and proud? Okay. Are they active? Do they have an active Twitter, right? And are there some homers? Like if you go and talk shit about it, are there other people than just the founder that'll come to the defense of your thing? If you can answer yes to all those things, if it's a low price, if it's low, right, from its all-time high, I look for a 70 to 80%, 80% retracement from its all-time high. I'm a buyer. Like right now, PDI, if I had $1 in spare money, or if I had $300,000 sitting in a secret wallet for Dragon Fart Dust, I'd be buying the shit out of PDI right now. Absolutely buying the absolute piss out of it, right? Because I'm a believer in that ecosystem, and I fucking think it's awesome. It's hilarious, and if it pegs, holy shit, the flexing that community is going to be able to do is going to
Right.
be outrageous,
Right.
right? So, you know,
It'll
there are things
bring the masses too.
there are things out there right now where you don't need a chart necessarily to tell you, is this a good buy right now? Those are the things that I look for because I'm all about market psychology. And market psychology, I like to know how people think, why they do what they do. You know what I mean? So I think about all that kind of stuff when you try to unpack the TA versus fundamental analysis thing. I'll always be team fundamental analysis, but I do realize that the TA people they serve a purpose, right? That's more of like a macro level. Like I said, if you're going Bitcoin and Ethereum, you want to know what's going on macro wise. Okay, we can see those have been established. They make their moves, but even trying to TA Solana is a pain in the ass. Because that thing will move $20-$40 in a day, right? You know, that thing will move 20% in a day. Even a big market cap like Solana will move 20% in a day. So that one's hard to TA. But like Bitcoin, like if you're into that kind of thing, I would just chart Bitcoin, see what that's doing, and chart ETH, and kind of go from there. But yeah, you can't TA Dragon Fart Dust because any given time, me and Nathan could go on a buying spree. Any given time. Any given time, Shrey could go on a buying spree. Any given time, anyone here could go on a buying spree. Right? Oh, yeah, Ted, I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
But
I was watching it earlier.
We've been buying, bud. A little bit.
I see
Little
a
bit.
lot of green zeros. That's awesome.
Little bit.
I tried telling everyone we're not
Proof in the
selling.
pudding, man. Proof in the pudding,
That's
man. Blockchain, everything.
Look,
can be
they're
tracked.
doing something different. All right.
You guys got it.
You
man.
don't-
I love it. I love your commitment. It's fucking awesome.
So Ted, since you've been traveling, and I guess you didn't know too much about the Bitcoin short guy,
No.
what is there anything you want to talk about? Because we got to wrap it up here in the next couple of minutes. We're almost at an hour already. This
No.
flies. Every time we do this, we're gonna do half an hour. 45 minutes later, we're like, we're gonna
Right.
put those up.
No, I just wanted
Keep it
to
going.
come
Keep
to you
it
from
going.
Michigan, man. I just wanted to come
Yeah.
to and, you know,
I
get back
appreciate
in
you
the
being
game.
here.
And this is my cabin.
Looks good. Looks
Lovely.
like a cabin.
It is a cabin.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Is that cabin made of wood?
Wood. Yeah.
American wood. That's American wood right there.
Mhm.
None
Yeah,
of that
the
bullshit.
whole thing's the interior is completely pine, which is pretty cool. But no, I just wanted to re-engage and get back in the swing. I mean, past couple of weeks have been really busy for me, off of X and everything, just crazy.
It
But
was probably for the best, Ted. There was
You
some
know what?
crazy shit that went down.
I was catching glimpses. It was just like I have no clue what's going on, and quite
Well,
honestly,
me and Nathan got exiled, so we're no longer built on Titan X anymore. Not sure if you knew about that.
no, I did not know that.
Yeah, you got a little bit of catching up. You might
Sorry
have
to
jumped
put you
on
on
the
the
wrong
hot-
stream.
Yeah, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. But
We still love everybody. We still love most people.
yeah.
Baxter, really, bro? Like, get the fuck down.
Hey, Mello.
Did you see the,
I-
the Mizuchi chat is like, what the fuck is Ted doing?
They're like, no, not that one. Mello, I got you. This is really easy for me because this is actually one of my.
Oh, jeez, you're gonna
little
do it.
Rabbit holes. So,
Oh boy.
what
I'm
it
going
is,
on
ready? Ready? Hang on.
You
no,
are
no,
a
no.
straight.
No, you ready? So, if you have a fart the size of a planet,
Yes.
that's Einsteinian physics. Now, if you want to get into the nitty gritty of a fart, like down at the submolecular level, the subatomic level,
Like,
in the quantum level, that's quantum physics. Now, quantum physics and Einsteinian physics should meet in the middle. They don't. So what we're trying to find is the theory of everything that'll describe a fart from the planet size all the way down to the subquantum size. And string theory is one of those ideas. And string theory says that there's a multitude of dimensions, some as small as a little string curled up. And that's how it all fucking works. And it's horseshit. So don't waste your time going down string theory, because the greatest part about string theory is they still haven't proven it. They've spent 30 years trying to figure it out, and nobody has any fucking clue. And they're never going to figure it out, because it isn't the answer. It's something else. So there you go. There's your answer, string theory.
I hope
Dragon
there's no
fart
string
test.
theory homers, because we apologize for.
It's very hard to be a string theory homer at this point. You're someone who has probably spent 30 years of your physics career going down the drain and secretly pissed at, oh, now I just forgot his name.
Neil
Bueller.
deGrasse Tyson.
Well, yeah, him too. He's a fucking idiot. No, there's,
Damn, Mo. Shit. Coming out with the fucking bazookas today, dude.
oh man, I can't believe I'm forgetting this guy's name.
Not Stephen Hawking.
No, he's considered the one of the smartest guys when it comes to string theory.
Vitalik.
I can't believe I'm going down this rabbit
He
hole.
is
Just
straight.
trying to
His
find it. Wait,
face
wait.
is straight.
Edward Witten. His name is Ed Witten.
Yeah.
And Ed Witten is now in his like 70s, and here's a really wild little fucking rabbit hole if you want to go down it. Ed Witten's dad was in the Manhattan Project. And
Nice.
part of the Manhattan Project was not just nuclear weapons. They wanted a weapon. They hadn't fucking decided on what it was. Ed Witten's dad was going down the free energy rabbit hole. Which, if you go down the free energy rabbit hole, that's Malaysia's Airlines 370 and the disappearance of that. And then you go down the rabbit hole and you go, well, what is string theory? String theory is this fork in the road that we took in physics that is a never-ending dead end that has led us away from free energy. And who led us away from free energy? The guy in charge of it in the Manhattan Project, his son, Ed Witten. And you're like, wait a minute. Is string theory literally like just a smoke screen to keep us away from free energy?
It's a honeypot.
It's wild. It's a honeypot. String theory is a honeypot for fucking scientists. I love
That's
it.
like the word
There you
of the
go.
day, like in the Sesame Street when you say the word of the day, they're like, ah!
It's a honeypot.
Oh, Pee Wee
It's a
Herman.
honeypot. All right, there we go. Big farts, little farts.
The whole time you
String
were going over
theory
that, Mo, the whole
and-
time you were
and
going over that, Mo, I was
honeypots.
looking at your background moving, and I'm like, stringy stuff, man. It just like kind of all fit together.
Oh, I got you.
Perfect.
The Hang on, let me.
Yeah, bring that back up.
I can't. Hang on. How do I pull these off?
I don't know. Fun to look at though.
I want to talk
There we
about
go.
the prompt that Mello used
There
to
you
make
There you
his PFP.
Yeah, that's awesome. Isn't that sweet?
He looks rugged,
He
yeah,
does.
smooth,
He looks dashing.
a little bit more buff than maybe usual.
I mean, lighting
Wow.
on the shoulders is catching. I love it.
It's like.
Oh, he's still- Come on,
I
Mello.
was on a
Yeah,
stream
like
once
Zen.
where someone asked James. They were like, "James, who's that in your PFP?" And he's like, "Well, it's like an AI version of me." And they're like, "It doesn't look anything like you, bro." And he's like,
It's me,
So-
bro.
"It's I think I look like this." The dog just popped up.
This fucking guy.
Oh my
Bro.
god, that's amazing!
He
It looks
knows-
like Tony Montana's hand was right around
Bro,
him.
Yeah.
I get,
That
I
was
get,
amazing.
I get 1 hour. They know the hour, and now they're like, "Come on, you get to
It
take us
literally
out,"
hit.
or what the fuck?
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
an
What's
hour.
the deal, man? What's the
They're
deal?
like, come on, Johnny.
All right. We're gonna get going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mello, it's your fault. You made me go off track with string theory. It was your fault, Mello.
I
I
love
had
it.
like $50 on string theory.
Bro,
All right,
get down.
last thoughts.
I'll be
Last
quick.
thoughts. Last
I'll be quick.
farts.
I'll be quick
We'll
because this
start
is
with
their
your
show. This is their show. I'll be quick. Hey, man,
Fuck's fucking taking over.
glad to be here. You guys, I've been huge fans. Always will be, regardless. All the bullshit, whatever. I'll get caught up on it. But you guys,
Any questions? Feel free to reach out.
I got all six. I got all three of your six, man. It's all good.
Yep. We appreciate you, brother.
Nothing
We're
but love,
gonna
buddy.
never see him again.
Yeah. He's like, oh. No,
He's gonna go through his DMs and like, that's it. We're never seeing him.
now
It's
we're
okay.
making him think something like crazy.
We understand. He's literally just left. He's like,
Yeah,
and I'm
he's like,
gone.
ah, shit. I don't know.
Just chilling.
Hey, stop.
Keep it up, guys.
Appreciate you,
What
Ted.
can,
You're
what can
awesome.
I say, Mo? I'm here to continue.
No, this is out of order. It doesn't. No, I don't
what's
like
the
this.
order?
Johnny, you go. We're going
Okay.
counterclockwise now. We're not going fucking sideways and crisscross.
Let's see.
I'm the guy that
Last
stood up
words.
for his award and he didn't win.
Crisscross is a stupid band when I was in elementary school.
I remember them.
Mac Daddy,
Um,
Daddy Mac.
what was I gonna
You
say?
forgot to put in applesauce.
That's what it was.
Crisscross
Listen.
applesauce, bro.
Big thing to
Crisscross
remember.
applesauce.
We
Big,
been.
big
What
thing.
the
Are
fuck?
we talking about fucking crisscross applesauce?
I don't know what just happened here.
It's crisscross applesauce. It's not
What
just
is going on?
crisscross. You gotta finish
This is
it
a
with
round the
sauce.
horn final
What the
thought.
fuck is crisscross applesauce? What just
Yeah,
happened in
it's
the final
crisscross
thoughts?
applesauce.
That's what
Applesauce is.
that's what they say instead of Indian like sitting Indian style.
Oh,
They
you
they call
said
it crisscross. They call it crisscross applesauce now.
Is that like
You should
new
remember
wave?
that,
We
Mo.
don't want to insult anyone. No, I'm
You
not
were
gonna fucking
string
remember
theories. String
CCAS.
that. Me and my string theories. It's Ed Whitten's fault. Damn it! It's not my fucking fault. Take it up with him.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross and make a fucking
my
jump
final
with
thought.
Ed Whitten and some applesauce. All right.
That's
Last thoughts, please. My God.
Well, okay. Thank you. Boy, where do I go from here? When you go on mute, it gets real fucking quiet, by the way. Like, I feel like I'm on mute. But anywho,
What just happened?
he went on mute.
I
And it
know.
went like silent. Didn't
I
it?
have a fan on in the background. I just now realized that. You guys are calling me out here. Like, what do you mean it's silent? Oh, my fan.
No, it Jesus. Yeah, like I feel like I'm in space now. This is fucking weird.
All right, I just want to talk. Bring the white noise back. Jesus.
Last thoughts. Guys, we're only buying. We're only buying. We're not selling. It's going to continue. Okay? This is just what we've done up to now. Not buying, only selling, and stay tuned because we already have a protocol that's built. We're going to have to obviously make some tweaks, right? Because it's Dragon Fart Dust. There's not 4 different fucking things we're doing, and there's no farm. So we're going to make some tweaks to it. Bear with us. And, you know, if you have some good ideas, we're open. We're open to some ideas. Feel free to shoot it up in the chat. Join the chat. Let's get some community engagement going and what everyone wants to see because we are for the people, by the people, for the people. And if there's something out there that a lot of people are like hungry for, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's build it and let's get it going.
Yeah, that,
Ted's
that
getting
reminds
amped up. He's ready to walk outside. He's like, let's
Dude, it's
fucking
been a
go.
while.
in
No,
this
we were
fucking
just
cold weather. Let's go.
It's like 58 in here, Rand. It's cold.
That reminds me, Johnny, that other guy, fire emoji dynamite guy. He has some really cool ideas, and I promised him I would share with you. So I got to remember to do that. Shrey is ready for war. So am I, good sir. That's my final thoughts. And my version of war is being a voice for the community that we're building and putting actions to my words and the things that I talk about. There is a lot to do with managing Dragon Fart Dust. I think we're taking care of the really important stuff. A lot of the things are going to be a focus as we move along into the future. But for now, it's let us continue being bullish, being loud, build out the community, extend our reach, bring people into the project, and just watch what happens. When this thing sends again, we showed the wallets that we're buying and only ever going to buy. We're going to continue doing that. And our mind is on the liquidity and protection of the people that are involved to the best of our ability. So, and the more people we get educated and join in, it's going to be a festival of fun and farts and liquidity providing.
A festival
There
of
we go.
farts. Love it.
Have a nice day, guys.